did it. Back in the gym. Y'all, I gotta get my behind in gear. I have gained weight. I haven't been working out like I'm supposed to. I'm so aggravated at myself. It is what it is. Anyway, I made a positive start. I got back today, worked out, changed it up a little bit. I'm gonna see if that's gonna kind of help. I think I'm gonna start changing it up a little bit here and there, see if it'll kind of spark my love of it again. It's just, I don't know what's going on with me. Anyway, bottom line is I made it back to the gym today, had a great workout, and now I'm going to get on with this day. I hope you have an amazing day. Let's see what we get into. My watering can that I bought at the event, Antiques in the Garden. I love it. I did have a different watering can here, but this watering can leaks, so I can't use it, but the one that I had here doesn't leak, so I swapped them out, and it works out perfectly. And then y'all remember this little piece I thrifted? This right here? Well, I did wire it up. Well, James wired it up for me. And I put that there, and it kind of ties in those two. And I love it. I'm so excited about it. It's the little things, you know, the little things. So I thought I would show y'all what I got on my trip as I'm styling it. Now this I got from Susan. It is an egg slicer, and I had to get this because it brought back so many wonderful memories for me. We used to have one of these when I was young, and I honestly don't know what happened to the one that we used to have, but we used to use it all the time, making egg salad, tuna fish, chicken salad. Anytime you needed to slice up an egg, we would use this. And when I seen it, I instantly had such fond memories. So I purchased it from Susan, and I will show you how you use it. But first I had to clean it up. I boiled me some eggs, and you just literally take your egg after you've peeled it, and you just put it in there, and it slices it. And I do it like this, and then sometimes I will take the egg that's already sliced, and I will slice it, and then I will pick it up, and then I will turn it the other direction, and that way I get little cubes of egg. So I really, really love this item. Not only did it bring back memories, but it's also functional. The next item I got from her was this dolly. I actually bought several dollies from her that I'll be showing you how I'm styling it. But I loved this dolly because it was like really dainty. The threads were really dainty, and I just loved them. So I thought it would be kind of cute laying it over here, kind of catty-cornered. And I just like the way it looked over here. It's something different. And I will put this other dolly that I'm taking off, I will put it up and pull it out for another day. Number 2, again, very dainty. I just loved it, and so I'm going to replace the one I have on my bar. I'm going to replace it with this one, and I'll again put the dolly that I'm taking off, I will put it up and use it somewhere else at a different time. As you can see, I don't really like laying them like straight across. I like to add a little bit of, I don't know, character and kind of do them at an angle, the little pieces hanging off. So it's just personal preference, but I do enjoy that look. I actually may angle this one a little bit more after looking at this clip. I think it needs a little more of an angle. Okay, here's my third dolly that I purchased from Susan at Petals from the Past, Antiques in the Garden. I swapped out the one on my coffee table with this one, but honestly, after looking at it and living with it for a day, I'm thinking I'm going to put the other one back. I think this one is just too big for this particular area, and I kind of have some other places in mind for it, but this is what I did, so I'm sharing that with y'all, but know that this is not going to stay like this. I mean, it's decor after all. This is my last dolly that I purchased from Susan. It kind of matches the same one I had on my bar. So I'm going to put it up here. And I got to be honest with you, after looking at it for a little bit, I think I'm going to like tweak it a little bit. But I'm going to show you how I styled it. Again, I did it at an angle. I love it up here, but I think I'm going to change the angle of it. So I will share that in a future video when and if I decide to do it. I'm just going to live with it a little while, but I do like having pieces of dollies hanging over the edge. To me, it just adds a little interest to the area. So this is how it ends up looking. And I'm also going to show you how I styled that cute little trinket box that I thrifted the other day. I'm going to show you this one that I paid too much money for. I'm using it as a riser. I think it is so cute, and I needed a riser over here, and it fits the space perfectly. Now this item I found at the thrift store in a bag section, $1.99. I could not believe it. I have paid $15 for some just like this. I love it, and I wanted to do something a little bit different with it, so I stuck it here in amongst this greenery with these spindles, and I just like the way it looks. It looks like an old rusty piece just growing out of the weeds growing around it, the ivy going around it. And look at the chicken, we're gonna fix that. Here is where I styled my little measuring cups. I love them, and I've loved reading all of y'all's comments about these little vintage measuring cups. They are so sweet. Woo. That wind is kicking it. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, here they are. I thought I dropped my shades out of my purse. I wore them in there a while ago when I came in from the gym. I thought I left them. Okay, I'm going thrifting. I am. I'm going thrifting. I just got through watching Sarah's video that she posted. And she showed what all she got. And I'm like, that inspired me to go thrifting. No, but seriously, when you have a booth, you're always working. You're always working. So we sold quite a bit this weekend in the booth, like big items. And I've got empty spots now. I sold that big ship picture, and that left a whole big hole there. So I've got to find something to fill that up. So I just have several things I need to be looking for. So I'm going to go today. It's probably not going to work, but I'm going to go. We'll see. So if I find anything, I'll share it when I get back. So I didn't have much luck at the thrift store, but I did run into Habitat for Humanity, and I picked up this beautiful plate for $2. And I'm thinking about taking down the pictures that I have the little barn pictures and putting them in my booth and like putting plates in the place there. So I'm thinking about using this for one of them, and I'll need to get a different kind of plate. Anyway, I'm gonna start like a little collection of plates. So I got that, and then I got these with a project in mind. They were $1 a piece. I just needed one, but since they were only $1, I went ahead and got both. I mean, I could do them like this, but I think I'm only gonna end up using one, and I'll show you what I have in mind with this, if I can make it work. So we'll see, but that is all I got today. So it just is like that sometimes, but I met a sweet subscriber in the thrift store. She's down from where she lives, visiting for a week, and she ran into me in the thrift store looking like this. Don't you feel sorry for her? But anyway, it was so nice to meet her, and we chatted for a little bit, and hopefully I'll run into her later on this week, and I'll be looking a little bit better than what I look now. So that's the plan. So I fixed my little chicken by using one of those wood rounds to go under it. I needed something for it to stand on, and that worked out perfectly. And if you look down and see it, it's not like too distracting, and it worked out perfect. Hey y'all, so I'm going to show you the rest of my haul. I'm getting ready to go to the booth, and I'm going to take it with me, but I'm going to show you real quick. This is what I got from the estate sale, and I am just blown away. So first things first, I got this beautiful, beautiful planter. Brass sells so well for me, and it will sell even better for me when you find it at such an amazing deal. I got this little planter. I got these two planters. That's not all. That's not all. I got 3 brass coasters, which I'm only going to put one in the booth. These 2 are for my mama. She needed them and wanted them. So, I mean, you just don't tell the mama no, right? And then last but not least, 2 brass chargers. So I would say that was a pretty good find at that estate sale. I am so happy with all of it. So like I said, I'm getting ready to take all of this to the booth. I hope y'all enjoyed the way I showed you the other things that I got. Like I said, I was very selective in what I brought home, because I don't really need anything, but of course, if I find something that I love, I will trade out things for it. Plus, I've been going through some of my platters, and, you know, Delana's wanting to start a pretty plate wall in her dining room to kind of go with it. She's wanting some pretty vintage plates, so I'm getting stuff to her, and yeah, so that is it. I've got to find me something to carry all my stuff in. My big plastic bin that I usually take everything to my booth is full of the spring stuff, so I've got to get me another booth, but I don't have so much today that I won't be able to take it with me. But that is what I found at the estate sale. So now I'm going to load up and head to the booth. Here we are. Oh my goodness, we have sold so much. Sold that Pkwy bowl, sold that picture, sold that little lamp. Oh, okay, this is good. Sold a bunch of stuff that was up here too. So this is good. All right. right. Hopefully the mama will be proud. I got it semi-good. I'm happy with it. So, next week we'll probably have to do a little bit more like changing up. But even that, I did change up some things. So, I'm happy with it. But now, Buster is making me go to the thrift store, y'all. He's like, Mom, you've been gone too long. I need to get out. We need to go to the thrift store. We did go into the Goodwill over here by my booth. They didn't have anything. I'm just really trying to be very, very selective and picky. I know that's kind of like, I've been that way before, and I'm really trying to get that way again. So, I did have something in my buggy, but I ended up putting it back because I was like, no. So, anyway, let me get over here to this thrift store in Biloxi and see what we can find. I'll share if I get anything, I'll share it with y'all.